Yeah.
Back to the comedy thing, though.
Okay, what's up? What's up?
What'd you think about T.I.? You know what I mean? Him chasing that comedy.
Here's what I think about stand-up comedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think stand-up comedy is like a whore.
Mm.
Everybody get to try it. Everybody get to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has an opinion. So, and none of the comedians, even though we probably love doing stand-up and that's our baby, whatever, we have no say-so who gets to try it out. Man. What's happening? This is the Tap In Podcast, baby. We alive inside the Tap In studio. Man, I ain't gonna front. This is one of the interviews I've been excited about all fucking week. We got Jayson Lyric in the building. What's happening, man?
What's good? What's good? Real.
Yeah, man. Man, I want to say it's a pleasure to have you in here, dog.
Thank you, bro.
Straight up, man.
Thank you.
Because sometimes for me, it's kind of surreal to be able to become a fan of somebody, right? Mm-hmm. And then be right in front of them talking to them. It's like, this shit is dope, man. Yeah.
Nah, happy to be here. Happy to tap in with you.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? Like you say, I'm happy to see you in the flesh as well.
Yeah. Man, so you got one of the biggest songs popping on TikTok, Instagram, Self-Love, man.
Crazy right now.
Tell me how that came about, man.
Man, whew. So the origin of that story, you know what I mean? I was tapping into R&B and, you know, a lot of my fans was like, hey, man, we want an R&B album. We know you make, you know, certain songs that cross over, but when we going to get a full R&B project? So I came up with this EP called Out of Body Experience. And Self-Love was one of the records. I was like, man, how could I tap into, like, the sexiness of it? Like, one of my creative directors around me, she was like, you know, you should do a song about women having sex with themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, masturbating, pretty much.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to the root of the song.
Okay.
And, you know, me being a creative writer, I'm like, okay, how can I spin that, though? I don't want it just to be about sex. How can I give it, like, another meaning, like a real meaning that could touch people? So it's like self-love as in mentally and physically. So, man, me and Nevaeh we had just kind of like interacted on Instagram, and I was like, man, I got a record for you. You perfect. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Jasmine Sullivan. She gives me those vibes at times. So I told my producer, I locked in with him. We came up with a couple acoustic joints, and then, man, I sent it to Nevaeh. She was like, I'm down to do it. Before, I think I gave her the idea, and then I had also wrote down the idea, but it wasn't complete. So we got to the studio, man. I already had the hook written. We kind of figured out between me and her how we would sing the melodies. She killed it. Like, we knocked it out in like 30 minutes. And then, man, I knew it was so special. I was like, I'm not about to write on the spot my verse. I was like, I'm going to come back and touch on it and give my perspective on, okay, I see a woman starting to love herself. And it just came together. We released it last Valentine's, 2021, and it got popping, let's say 11 months later. Like, you know, it took a while for it to resonate with the people.
Yeah.
And it's just doing, you know, what it's doing. I think it's just perfect timing. Like, you know, I think people dealing with a lot of, like, you know, behind closed doors mental stuff and not really having true love, and you know what I mean? So I think it's just a timing thing as far as why the record got popping.
Yeah. How did you find Nevaeh? Was she already out there singing, or what was she doing?
In the city, a lot of people know Nevaeh as Miss Texas. And so honestly,
like the pageant type Miss Texas, or that's just
no. That was just the name she was going by originally.
Okay.
But she found me. Like,
really?
Yeah, she followed me one day on Instagram. And I'm like, man, who is this famous chick? You know what I mean? I mean, I knew of her, but I didn't know if she was in Dallas. You know, I just knew the name. So I was like, why she follow little old me? That's how I'm thinking of it. And then I'm watching her story. She posted my record Corner Pocket. I'm like, oh shit, let me reach out to her, like, you know what I'm saying? Because this needs to happen.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, she down, and she solid people too as well. So we knocked it out. And she don't work with a lot of people.
Man, I could tell she real reserved and
Right.
she don't even put her comments on her
Right.
Instagram. Like, hey, how you get a hold of her? How you talk to her?
Right, so I be telling man, turn them comments on. You know what I mean? Get them engagements up.
Yeah.
But that's who she is. She feel like she don't have to. Yeah.
Man, when I tell you she was the perfect version or perfect person to be on that song.
I agree.
Man, because when I was doing my research just to look up, just to get some background on you, I seen some people doing some covers.
Yeah. Terrible, right?
Man,
Terrible.
I was like, nah, this ain't it. I can't listen to this version.
I'm out here reporting covers every day. Like, nah, you ain't finna butcher my song.
Yeah.
Man, and so originally you say she was a perfect voice. Originally we both were supposed to sing the hook. So you hear me singing on it too in like a YouTube video I got. But I took my voice out there. I was like, nah, I can't keep up with her. So, you know what I'm saying? So she killed it. She killed it.
Man, I got a treatment for you.
Okay.
Like I know you already got the video for the self-love
Right,
video.
but we haven't shot the official.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So
haven't shot
this
the
is my pitch for the treatment, right? For the self-love video.
I'm all ears.
I see it as a 3-part type thing, right? A 3-part series, right?
Okay.
Not a 3-part series, but all in the same video, right? With the first part is with Nevaeh singing. The first beginning part is a woman like in a studio loft apartment doing some yoga, waking up. She's meditating in the morning. You know what I mean? That whole self-love thing. Cooking herself some breakfast, getting ready for the day. And then right when your verse come on, I feel like that's the second. I don't know why I feel like it's the second verse on the song. But when your verse come on, is you walking in the house with a little girl like your daughter, and what you rapping is you telling her like you the crown, you like you set the standards, and you just talking to your daughter like a little girl, like a father daughter type thing.
Gotcha.
And then the third part where both of y'all are singing on it, it's like a nightlife scene where Nevaeh and her homegirl is coming out of like a restaurant, and you and your boys are walking into the restaurant, and y'all
you got to hire this man.
and y'all catch eyes, and then that's when both of y'all start singing the hook, and it's like a kind of romantic thing. Like that's my pitch, cause that's what I was seeing when I was listening to the song.
Okay.
I was like, yo, this is. I know. Once I did the research, I heard what the meaning was, but I was like, this got bigger legs.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. A lot of the fans don't even know where my head was when I wrote the record, but it's cool. That's how you know God's speaking through me. You know what I'm saying, to deliver a bigger message.
Yeah.
But back to your idea, love it. You know what I'm saying. you touched on some things I'm going to definitely touch on in the video. I don't want to drop my concept for it just yet because it is going to get shot.
Okay.
But I take it in consideration. For
Yeah,
sure.
please do, man. And it's all free. You know what I mean? It's all free. No charge. You know what I'm saying?
No creative director, Dante tap in.
Absolutely.
Real.
Man, I want to kind of go into your background. You originally from Dallas?
Yes, originally born and raised Dallas, Oak Cliff to be exact. Yeah.
Because I don't feel like you don't sound like a Dallas person or a Dallas, native. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing because you kind of are evergreen where you can last in any market, or if that's like you want to sound more like where you from. You know what I mean?
It's been pros and cons with that.
Okay.
But because I don't sound like the, everyday Dallas rapper, I wasn't always accepted in my city. You know what I'm saying? People would kind of shine me or like, he from Oak Cliff, but he don't sound like it. So, you know what I'm saying? He ain't street enough, whatever case may be. Or, you know what I mean? He just don't fit what we doing. So, like, he an outcast. So I kind of been that, but they also have that respect for me where, like, they know my artistry, but it's like, we ain't gonna support it. We're gonna leave it over there and then do what it do. But on the bigger scale, I love it, bro, because my story is gonna be just that. Like, I'm really a concrete rose. Like, I wasn't supposed to make it out of where I'm from. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fit the norm, and that's what Dallas needs. Like, on a bigger scale, because it's too many, like, niggas that fit the norm. So where's the growth gonna come from? You know what I mean? So when out of towners, they think of Dallas, they think of country. Like, everybody ain't in country in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We some country niggas though. We late on fashion, etc. But it's niggas like me. It's a bunch of us that, you know what I'm saying, pushing it forward and trying to bring real dollars to the city. I never cared about being a man in Dallas. Like, never. And that's where I see fault with a lot of our legends that like they never surpassed, because I was like their ceiling was Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's what's gonna take me worldwide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you look at my top streaming cities, Dallas ain't even in the top 4, top 3.
Really?
And I love it. I love it because I'm gonna be like, hey, you niggas ain't put me on. I don't owe you niggas nothing. I'm gonna continue to rip, but nah, y'all don't owe you nothing though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy because I hear I don't know where I hear it exactly from, but I always hear like you gotta leave your city to blow up, and then but I be feeling like that's backwards to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The people who see you rise, but I guess it gets to a point where people just get comfortable in seeing you. They just like, oh, that's just Jayson.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I went to school with him.
Yeah.
I know his cousins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His mama used to teach at John B. Hood. I was up there playing sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man, I don't think you necessarily have to leave the city, but your marketing does. You know what I mean? Your branding has to lead the city. That's what needs to get up and go out of town every weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Dallas would always be home, but now it's about really branding worldwide.
That's dope, man. I feel like do you feel like Dallas has a sound? Cause I feel like Dallas is kind of like there's no like real stamp. Cause I like when you hear Houston screw music, you know, okay, that's Houston. You hear New York, Atlanta, LA. I don't feel like Dallas really has a sound like where you could identify like, okay, that's a Dallas sound, unless it's like a what's that shit them niggas used to be doing, the Dallas drop or some shit like that. What's that?
So the sound for Dallas would be the boogie sound. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean? But the guys that were popping in got older and their fan base got older, so they on different stuff. But when you think of Dallas sound, you think of the boogie movement.
Okay.
But I look at it as this, like, you know, when you think of LA, like I guess YG would fit like the normal LA sound. But then you think of Kendrick, and his music is so diverse, you can't really put it in a box. So I think every city has their sound, but you know what I'm saying, you can still make music past, you know, that sound. You can still, you know what I mean.
What's a record that you would say this is what Dallas sound is? Do you have a record?
So many. My Dougie by Lil Will, Fat Pimp, Rag Daddy, Big B-Hamp, Ricky Bobby.
Okay.
Young Nation, anything they dropped. I think one song was work your legs. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all like I would consider boogie.
Okay.
Lil Ronnie, all them, like they kind of like made that the Dallas sound for sure.
Okay. It's funny you mentioned Kendrick because that's the vibe I get from you. Okay. Like you and Kendrick's vibe or it's similar to me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like both of y'all are really in y'all everyday lives are kind of reserved and chill.
For sure.
But y'all get a mic in front of y'all turn into somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that? Do you ever get comparisons to Kendrick?
All the time. I met him once.
Really?
Yeah, a while back, like 2013. We got a picture together and everything.
Okay.
So it'll come back to the forefront.
Yeah.
But nah, it's funny you say that because I look at it as Kobe. You know what I'm saying? On the court, Kobe talk shit. He like put up 500,000 if I missed his free throw. You know, he talking about your mama and everything. But off the court, he like a family guy. You know, daughter's dad. You know what I'm saying? He don't like to go out and kick it with everybody. I heard he was an asshole. I don't know about the truth of that, but you know, I don't want to be an asshole. But I say that to say, it's definitely like a Superman cape I put on like when I'm in the studio versus like right now we come, we chill, we can talk about whatever. You know what I mean? But when I get behind that mic, I take it very serious.
Yeah. Like you transform.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah. I got a Kobe story, man. I was in 11th grade, 12th grade.
Yeah.
The Forum, I used to have a homeboy that lived across the street from the Forum.
Okay.
And they were playing the Houston Rockets in the playoffs. Me and my boy, we snuck into the Forum. I don't know how the fuck we got in the Forum, but I got to go down to the floor.
Yeah.
After the game, I went back in like where the locker room is. And Kobe came out, and I was like, Kobe, let me get your shoes, man. That motherfucker walked right past me like he ain't hear nothing I said.
He ain't even wave or nothing.
Wow. I was like, damn, that's nigga, I'm talking to you. Like I didn't say that out loud. That's what I was thinking.
Right.
And then Derek Fisher came. I was like, man, let me get your shoes. This is how far back it was. Derek Fisher, let me get your shoes. He was like, man, I already gave him away. I was like, all right, cool.
But real nigga though, he already, you know what I'm saying? He gave his shoes to somebody.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell myself, man, as much as I have tunnel vision with what I'm doing, I don't want to become a robot. You know what I mean? I want to still keep my human self, you know what I'm saying, intact, because, you know, I have to check out a lot of times. My mom, she was down here the other weekend. She just talking my head off about a lot of stuff. But she don't know I'm trying to, like, do this, do that. And I had to say, Jayson, you know what I'm saying? Take a break from the music and just, you know what I'm saying, enjoy this time with your mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe Kobe, you know, lost a little sense of that. I don't know. But I don't want to lose that for sure.
Yeah.
Because you can get so caught up in, like, trying to be great at something or master it. Or because we know time is limited out here.
Surely is.
But I still want to have that balance. So, yeah.
Have you started dealing with the fact like you getting more famous or getting known?
Man, women trying to link up every weekend. You know what I mean? From Atlanta to St. Louis, I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nah, it's crazy. And then you got the people that's, I'm proud of you, reaching back out, and it's like I ain't heard from in years. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm glad I kind of got in the game at an older age because I'm more mature and I'm able to deal with situations differently. Like, I mean, I can call bullshit at this age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I know exactly what I want, so you can't persuade me to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gullible at all, you know what I mean? And so it's a blessing that I got in older versus being, you know, fresh out of high school, signing a deal, and people telling me anything, everything. You know what I'm saying? Even up to this point, I do most of my business myself on hand. I have people around me to help, but I'm still, like, so on hand because I've been doing it that long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What is it like from the labels, man? I know labels are at this point reaching out, trying to have meetings with you. What's that like?
Man, it was one point. It was like 2 weeks. It was labels emailing, calling, like, back to back, and we take every meeting. You know what I'm saying? I want to get all the game I can get, but, you know what I'm saying, it got to be perfect. So we still working that out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, they're calling, bro, and they're talking this one. It's just funny how that works too, because they try to get you before you get too popping. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of move you to the side and get you out the way. You know what I mean? So you gotta watch for all that. You gotta see who really wants to be like, hey, we're gonna continue to blow this kid up and make him a star. So I got I guess you call him like a nephew of mine. He about to do something with TDE, and I'm like, man, you young and you really don't have no leverage or momentum, so you gotta ask yourself why they really trying to sign you. You know what I'm saying? What's the real reason? You know what I mean? Are they gonna call it artist development and shelf you for 3-4 years? You know what I'm saying? You could really just continue to build on your own and then go back with leverage. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you just gotta be careful with all these things, bro.
I would say if I was at the point where I was on my rise in the music, I would try to go directly to the DPS. You know what I mean? The streaming systems, and just get distribution or get a deal with them versus an actual record label. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I feel like everything is going through all the streaming channels. You know what I mean? All they doing is taking your record, putting it on streaming channels, breaking you off a little piece, and say, there you go.
Because even the labels go through a distributor. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you gotta look at it like that. What they do come in on, as far as I know, I've never been with a label, but you know what I'm saying, they have direct relationships with a lot of these bigger companies.
Right.
And of course, the biggest thing, they got the money.
Right.
So I mean, if you're gonna stay what you're doing, you gotta know you gotta come up with your own capital, and you're gonna have to hire a publicist, because that will come with the label. So you gotta do that on your own. You gotta hire marketing. You gotta find somebody that understand Google ads, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just more work on your end.
Yeah.
Now, if you feel like you can't do that by yourself, go with a label. You know what I mean? That's a sacrifice.
Yeah. I've talked to a bunch of different people that's in the music, or artists, and I actually, do you know BC?
Yes.
BC, I came on, and he talked to me about, like, just marketing, you know what I mean? And he was like, man, just to market a record is $250,000, man. Yeah. Just one record.
I was like,
damn.
they got to pay a lot of people.
No, I was like, damn, one song.
Yeah, because I think I watched a piece of that interview, and he was saying it's so many songs getting uploaded daily. So you up against a lot of fish in the sea. So what's gonna separate you? That bag, that relationship. So yeah, it take a pretty penny.
Yeah. Did what's the name of the I think it's E1.
Yeah, E1.
Have they reached out yet?
No, not E1. I haven't even heard about E1 in a while, because they used to be what, Koch Records.
I think so. I think they used to be Koch.
But yeah, I mean, so far who I can say I've spoken to.
You don't have to say, man. I mean,
yeah, I mean, we just throw some names,
okay.
Name drop, maybe be a good sound bite.
Yeah, okay.
I spoke to A&R at Def Jam, Alamo, and I give one more, 300 Sparta.
Yeah, okay. Is there a label that you say I'll fit good over there with that roster?
I can't say that because I really don't know. I'll tell you my ideal label situation, what it would have been. I always wanted to be on Maybach Music.
Maybach, really?
Yeah, I always wanted to be like with Ross, because
at
the time I felt like I made music that really would complement what Ross and them was doing over there. But I don't know their situation anymore with who they was with. I think they was with Warner or something like that, but they don't have the deal anymore, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would. I would put you. I don't know if I would put you with Ross, because I feel like Ross is a good person to stand by, but then he kind of lets you like go figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you need some game, then come in, ask me, and then I'll give you the game. But still, I want you to kind of fly on your own, which could be good.
Right. That's how I am. I'm a worker. You know what I'm saying? I'm the head of my ship, so I wouldn't mind that type of relationship, because I feel like that's what Cole had with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z kind of like, okay, I'm going to stamp you and you do your thing. And then Cole went and did that.
Yeah.
But I feel you. Some people probably want somebody like just stand next to me and really back me and be like, hey, go do this. He dropped this, da-da-da-da. But maybe that's too
close?
Not too close. Maybe it's too spoiling. It's going to spoil you. You know what I mean? It's going to make you feel like somebody else is doing that job for you. Because I feel like that's another thing happened with our legends too. A lot of them didn't have a boss mentality. Like, it was always somebody like they were signed to and doing this and doing that and doing this. You know what I'm saying? And now when the labels started fizzing out, it's like they didn't know how to move.
And that's why I respect Nipsey so much, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because he had the opportunity to go over there and be with Rick, but he decided to, stand on his own team.
Nip say, I'm a Ross.
Yeah.
I feel him.
Yeah.
I feel him.
God, man.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're in competition with yourself to make another?
Always.
Kind of like
Always,
a big song?
Always. I tell myself all the time, bro, how could I top my last work? That's how I judge my work. You know what I'm saying? How can I do better than I did 6 months ago? How can I dress better than I did 6 months ago? You know what I mean? The numbers I do on the video, you know what I'm saying? I think that's how everybody should really critique themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like, because in your situation where you said the Self-Love was a song you did almost a year and a half ago, and people are just catching up to it, you probably got way better since then. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tired of the song. I done heard it a million times before it's even released. And once it's released, I hear it another million times. But I think that's the beauty of it too. If they love that, then that tells me all I ever needed was exposure. I needed that exposure, because I got the product. I got, Self-Love not in my top 15, 20 songs. You know what I'm saying? So if they love that, okay, let me take this blueprint or whatever happened with Self-Love, which was pretty much just catering to women. Let me take that and do it again with these other records I know is, in my mind, fire, even more better. So, yeah, man, that's the beauty. That's the good situation I'm in, because I'm sitting on so much music as well. You know what I mean? But now Only thing that kind of jacks me up right now is like I kind of have to stay in that lane a little bit because that's what they're going to expect from me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of got to gradually, you know what I'm saying, try to ease whatever to whatever, I don't know, back to like the hard rap that I was doing. But I've always made R&B records, you know what I'm saying? But I usually like just put them in on different projects here and there. But it's like, maybe I need to stop fighting it, you know what I'm saying? And just talk to the women because that's what get me popping right now.
Yeah. Because I can only imagine. I used to do stand-up comedy, right?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I used to do stand-up. So I know when I first come up with a joke and it's funny to me, I want to tell it like crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as you circle back to go, you know what I mean? Because it's only a certain amount of comedy clubs. And then when you go back to that comedy club, people may have seen it online and they want you to do that same joke. But I'm like, I got another joke that I want to tell y'all. They're like, nah, nigga, we want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? I would feel like it's the same in records, in music.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
For sure. That's why, man, people that came out and got popular with dance songs and then they try to get over here and be super conscious or lyrical, it doesn't work. Cause we don't know you as the Kendrick. We know you as dance nigga dance. You know what I'm saying? So give us that. So that's the difficult situation I'm in right now. Cause I never wanted to be like the lover boy or you know what I'm saying, the nigga that's just like, you know, we call it simp, but you know what I'm saying, it's not technically simp because I ain't say no simp shit.
Right.
But I don't want to be put in that lane because I'm so much more. You know what I'm saying? But you look at people like Drake that came in on some lover boy shit and then he came, no, I can really rap. Yeah. And so that's the challenge we're going to have for the next couple of years is really branding that as well.
Yeah. I feel like go with it. You know what I'm saying? Go with it.
I'm a businessman, so like if that's what's making the bread and butter, let's do that.
Yeah.
Back to the comedy thing, though.
Okay, what's up? What's up?
What you think about T.I.? You know what I mean? Him chasing that comedy.
Here's what I think about stand-up comedy, right? I think stand-up comedy is like a whore. Everybody get to try it. Everybody get to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has an opinion. So, and none of the comedians, even though we probably love doing stand-up and that's our baby, whatever, we have no say-so who gets to try it out. Man, you know what I'm saying?
That sound like music, the music industry.
Yes, it's exactly like that. Yeah. And if T.I., because there's one thing about comedy, it's going to humble the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? You could have a great night, you could have a great show, and then you could have what happened to him in Brooklyn. Yeah. That's just the nature of doing business in comedy. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
If you've never bombed in comedy, you ain't good. I can tell you that now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you learn. Like, fuck, what did I do wrong that I ain't gonna do no more? You know what I mean? What was my energy? You start playing it back in your head. Right. A bad show more than you do a good show. Yeah. The good shows you just go on, everybody loving you.
Sound like me.
You know what I'm saying?
Good show, I'm ready. Hey, let's go eat. You know what I'm saying? Bad show, I can't sleep at night. That thing fucking with me for the next 2 days, and I'm pissed off at everybody. Yeah. Because I'm like, damn, I need to do better. You know what I'm saying? But that's the greatness in us as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, only time would tell with comedy with T.I., you know what I'm saying? If he really loves it and he really starts doing it. Look at Childish Gambino. Childish Gambino got a whole hour comedy. I think it's on Netflix or YouTube or something. Like nobody give Childish Gambino slack at all. You know what I'm saying, for doing comedy, and he's an actor and he writes and does music. You know what I mean? So I feel like comedy is open to anybody to experience if they have the balls to get up there. Cause that shit ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
You can't turn on nigga paper trail. You can't turn it on when you doing stand up.
Right, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? You got to come out there.
Play and just you know what I'm saying, entertain everybody. You got to get up there and do showmanship, real showmanship. It's crazy you say about there's no way you can just put a gate on who you're allowed to do comedy, because music is the same. I know a lot of people right now, they like, hey man, how we letting white culture do hip hop and da-da-da. But when you got to think of it, hip hop is a part of the music industry, which we don't own. You know what I'm saying? So we can't put a gate on who comes in and just start rapping.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's the same way, and I want people to understand that. Like, until we fully own, like, if y'all feel a way about, you know, white rappers or whatever, shit, y'all need to come up with y'all own thing so you can control it. But right now, we don't own the music industry, so we can't make that say so.
Yeah, and then it may, all music, all comedy may not be for everybody. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you don't like it, don't support it.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the easy way to get somebody the fuck out of
If
here.
I don't like something, you'll never hear me speak on it, bro.
Mm.
Like, because I don't want to give it no type of pub.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And so it bothers me as hell when I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see somebody, man, why does white girl say but to say nigga and then that, or you know,
So that's the difference, though. You can't say nigga.
yeah. But what I'm saying, you allowing them to come to the shows, and so if you want them to be fans, like, you can't expect, like, put restrictions on it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, out of respect, you want her to have that, but you gotta know she a younger generation too. I'm speaking of the lady that just went viral.
Oh,
That's like
okay.
21.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course she fanning out over Lil Baby.
yeah.
But that's just the nature of the beast. Like, that's how you know hip hop is like one of the biggest influences in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So it just comes with it.
And I think with hip hop music,
Yeah.
we need white people to be involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Just numbers wise, it's
Right.
more white people in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's more, the only way you get it to
At
the
least
masses.
that's what they say.
I mean, yeah, you're right. But I feel, when I'm looking around, I
Yeah.
see like it is more opportunities and it is more numbers wise,
Mm-hmm.
more white people in the world. And the only way you be able to make the millions of dollars and take care of your family is by inclusiveness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Having
Man,
everybody involved.
You look out in the audience on a lot of these concerts, it's Hispanics or white people. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's the culture now.
Yeah.
They buying all the Travis Scott, you know what I'm saying?
McDonald's and all that shit. Yeah.
So it just comes with it. Like, there is no gate. Back to that point. You know what I'm saying? We can't choose who we want to be entertained by hip hop. So
Exactly. Would you ever do like a collaboration with somebody like in another genre, like a country music artist or rock and roll?
Hell yeah. Like, honestly, as far as songwriting, I don't really categorize me as just like hip hop or R&B. You know what I'm saying? My moms would tell you, when I was 13, I used to walk around and singing like country music. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the style of writing I was doing at the time. So with me, I feel like you can put me in any room and I can write these records. Once again, I wrote Self-Love in its entirety. So that's putting myself in a woman's shoe. You know what I'm saying? So with songwriting, I feel like I'm blessed to write any type of music. But man, one label we looking at and they got Ed Sheeran on the roster. So I'm like, give me a record with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just feel like there's no limit when it comes to me as a writer.
Yeah, you know everybody gonna go look and see what label Ed Sheeran on there. They gonna
You like
"Let's
that?
see."
that little gem in there.
Yeah. I would love to hear what
What that would sound like?
Jayson lyric and either Ed Sheeran or I was gonna say like an Old Town Road, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I would love to just hear,
Yeah.
because I think the best like different genre song that I've ever heard was the Jay-Z and what's that band? Not Blink-182.
Coldplay.
Coldplay.
Yeah.
That was it was two songs they did. The Encore and that other one. That shit
that's one
hard.
I think they flipped a few songs.
I only heard two. It was
Yeah, because they put out a whole collab project when they pretty much just flipped songs on the Black Album.
okay.
But yeah, I was a fan of that drop too. But sure, you look at when Michael Jackson used to link with, you know what I'm saying, whoever, I don't know. Y'all probably know better than I do.
Michael. I remember he did one.
What's the We Are the World song? You know what I'm saying? All those different.
Yeah, there was another one. It was what's that white? He was from the Beatles. What's the main singer from the Beatles? Paul McCartney. Yeah. I think he did a song. Michael Jackson did a song with Paul McCartney.
Kanye did too.
Yeah.
4 or 5 seconds.
Really? That's what it's
Yeah.
called?
Yeah, with Rihanna and Paul McCartney. It's one of my favorite joints.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one.
Kanye gets it, bro. He just creates. He gets it.
What do you think about Kanye, man?
Crazy. But not in the crazy of like he don't know what he doing. In the crazy of he's like has that fuck it attitude. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. That type of crazy. I don't know if we can be buddy, but I definitely love to work with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That nigga's a genius.
Yeah.
And they say it's the thin line between crazy and genius. You know what I'm saying?
Man, people think I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah,
You don't
because
spark me as crazy.
crazy in the sense of I don't care about nothing else but music. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I have such a tunnel vision of I'm doing this that I forget to like have emotions and women and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was one point in time I had to just like take a break and really like tend to my daughter or make sure let me talk to her about what's going on really in life. But you know what I'm saying? That type of crazy.
Okay.
So
okay.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I think Kanye is just so like here with it. Anything outside of that, he don't hear, he don't see.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Do you have what's those two directors' names that did his documentary? Coogie? Cootie? Yeah, do you have somebody like that following you, like a videographer?
I do, but not as much as that. But
on special occasions he come out.
Special occasions because the game different now. Everybody want to get paid. So.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I think because what I loved most about Self Love was the little clip that you put out when you guys were making it.
Right. That's
and I was like, I want to see more of that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree, bro.
I want to see more of that. And I was like, I want to see like the whole creation shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people got to get paid, and I know, you know what I'm saying?
So that's why I'm trying to do more because right now people know the music, but they don't necessarily know Jayson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even that little 3-minute clip really like 25 minutes long.
Really?
Yeah, I cut it down. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do more of documenting, day-to-day stuff. For sure.
Yeah, put that out, man.
Yeah.
Because I feel like nowadays people want to know the artist before the music.
For sure.
If they hear a song that they like, then they go back and want to see like, your growth. You know what I mean? And I feel like back in the day where it was more like kind of mystique and kind of, you know what I mean?
That's the era I grew up in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know anything about Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Personal life.
Yeah.
And so that's where my head has been this whole time. And I'm like, nah, I got to switch it up. I can't be, like you say, Mystique.
Yeah.
Honestly, my first rap name was, my second was like Jay Mystique. Like,
really?
Like Jay dash Mystique.
Is that because you kind of just...
Yeah, I don't know. That's just who I was. Reserved, exclusive. You know, a lot of people don't know my private life, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with niggas not knowing anything but what I give out to them.
Yeah, because you open that door, boy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Pandora's box, man.
Yeah, for sure. But that's also growing too, like having the fuck it attitude. Fuck what people think, or you gotta let people in on something. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm still growing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And one thing I noticed too, man, your fashion sense, the way you dress, your style, it's like, it's not like once again I say it's not like anything that I would normally see like in Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where you get your style from?
Man, I really just dress for comfort.
Really?
Yeah. I got people like my cousin who's really fashionable. He'll put me up on stuff. But at the end of the day, I just like wearing stuff that I'm comfortable in. Like these New Balances comfortable right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to wear hoodies all the time. Shit, I wear a blank tee. But I don't know. That's who I am. I don't like a lot of chains and a lot of stuff on my jeans. To me, that's country. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have people say, you dress like you from L.A. And I'm like...
That's the vibe I'm getting, man. I'm telling you, because I recognize, I'm like, this nigga, he been to L.A. or something.
Yeah, I have been in L.A.
Yeah.
But I feel like shoot, niggas around here don't really know better as far as dressing. You know what I'm saying? They think you just get some designer and now you styling. No, real style is being able to just put pieces together. It don't have to be a brand name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Real style just putting pieces together and making it work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah. You ever think about like maybe once you get your music, you know, your career where you want it to be, like going into that fashion genre?
Maybe. I do got a clothing line like that I've already like started, but I haven't really just pushed it because I want to make sure it's like top of the line with everything because that's how I am.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I dab into it for sure.
What's the name of the clothing line?
I don't want to say it.
You don't want to say? Okay, okay. I respect it.
It's out there though, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But you know, nigga might try to go do some other stuff.
Yeah, I feel you. 'Cause I kind of see you like a ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Where you can do like the grungy kind of hip hop look, but also do like some high fashion type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
but
agree.
make it look cool and not like corny. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we ain't gonna be too flamboyant with it or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it me for sure.
Yeah.
But nah, we're gonna dab into all that.
You ever thought about?
I got a movie, not to cut you off.
Go
but
ahead.
I got a movie I've been writing, for like 6-7 years. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be a comedy. You know?
Really?
What I mean? Yeah. So
What is it about? What's the storyline?
okay, what could I give without giving?
Oh, okay.
I tell you this. I used to valet for the longest. So it's
That's
gonna,
the backdrop.
it's gonna
Okay.
be built around that.
Okay. I already see the comedy in that. I already see the comedy in that.
You know what I'm saying? So nah, it's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot what I was about to ask you.
My bad.
I forgot what I was about to ask you. Shit. Oh, you ever thought about like reaching out to like clothing brands to because here's what I see, right? Here's what I'm trying to think creatively of not having to go directly to labels to be able to get your bread to do your music, right? So I'm thinking, okay, if I reach out to clothing lines or clothing labels or whoever got a brand and be like, look, we'll do some what is it called?
Ambassador or something like that?
Not an ambassador, but you do a video, you put their clothing, you know what I mean? Kind of like FUBU did back in the day with LL, where they just give them free shit to put in the videos. They got a hit song, the brand blows, they making money, LL making money from the brand or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying?
How it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Sure.
Have you ever thought about going that route, or you strictly?
So in the self-love video, I'm wearing Western Bronco. So shout out to them. The green top I have on.
Yeah.
And my last few freestyle videos, I'm wearing Western Bronco too. And so they're a brand in Dallas. Pretty dope,
Western
bro.
Bronco?
Western Bronco.
Okay.
I know it's more owners in it, but I know the two brothers, X and Tori. So, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I do with them right now. And then I got people like PCH, Larry and I can't think of the other guy, my bad. Who's that? Scotty. Larry and Scotty. They chunk me a lot of merch all the time, so I rock theirs on my regular. I got PCA shorts on right now, so shout out to them. But them like two brands I really like work with on a normal basis.
Okay.
Yeah,
because I'm thinking that's the way, like two different brands, yours and theirs. You already got the hit song, you already got the eyes on you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey man, let me wear this product placement. That's what I'm thinking. Kind of like some product placement in your videos to blow their brand up, throw you a little bread, you know what I mean, for wearing it. That way you don't have to depend on the label, because I think that's where people get fucked.
Right. You got to figure out how to get them different incomes rolling in.
Yeah.
X from Western Bronco created this tee.
Really?
Yeah, so this is a store he part of, Heights District, which I'm going to do a pop-up there on May 13th, and we'll get you the information.
Okay.
So, you know, I do something every Friday the 13th.
Really?
Yeah. That's like my holiday.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I do a video release, project release, something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we're gonna do that. So that's just me name dropping, product placement.
Okay. Okay. What's the significance of the Friday 13th? Is that the play on Jayson?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I've been since 2012. I've been releasing mixtapes or albums or videos since Friday the 13th. So some years you have one, some years you have none, some years you have two. This year is May 13th. So my fans, true fans, know, hey, he got something coming up. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Now, the name Jayson Lyric.
Yeah.
Where did you pick that name up, or did you grab it from the movie?
Nah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So Jayson is my real name.
Okay.
Right? The spelling and everything. But back when Lupe Fiasco and Kanye West was like rolling hot, they had the first name, last name. So I was like, damn, I need a last name. You know what I'm saying? Because I like that idea. Because I used to go by Young J, J Mystic, J Raw, you know what I'm saying? But that was generic as hell. So let me find a last name that really represents who I am. And like I say, I'm big on songwriting. Like I've been doing that before I was like rapping, like just writing songs and holding on to them. And lyrics is I mean, how else you describe a song? You know, it's full of lyrics. So I originally had the S on it. I'm just dropping like history.
Lyrics. Okay.
But on MySpace, that name was already taken. So I dropped the S so it could fit, and there you go, Jayson Lyric. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering. 'Cause I'm like,
so I knew about the movie, but I had never seen it. Of course, because it came out, I don't know when, 94, something like that.
probably, I don't know. I probably maybe seen half of it in bits and pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I wasn't really a fan.
But yeah, I used to hate when people bring up the movie. I'm like, bro, it has nothing to do with the movie.
Oh, okay.
But I get it though, because I didn't know. That just tells you how crazy it is. The movie was shot in Houston and Dallas. So one of these days I'll play off of it. You know what I mean? But nah.
I don't even know what the movie is about.
I didn't either. Like
I still don't to this day. Like
now I know because I just did research. Lyric is Jada Pinkett.
Okay.
Right? And Alan Payne is Jayson. And they was a love story. So that's Jason's Lyric. I said that right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I still couldn't tell you the movie scene by scene because I only watched it now maybe like 2 times or anytime I see it on BET because it's on that motherfucker all the time.
Yeah. I still don't know what the
movie about.
Yeah, I still don't know what the movie's about. Yeah, I still don't know.
Is that like a southern thing? Like it was big in the South maybe? Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
A southern?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't. Man, okay, so you say you got a movie out. Speaking of that, you gonna be acting in, or you just writing it?
Movie coming.
Or movie coming? Yeah.
I might do like how Buddy doing Marvel movies. I just pop up on the bus or something. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta play the lead actor, man.
No, because he gotta be young. Because it is me. It's about me and stories I can tell. You know what I'm saying? So it gotta be a younger guy. You know, maybe I'll pop up. Who knows, bro? You know,
as one of the person parking the car.
Yeah, the dude just run by me, and I'm like, oh, he looks like a younger me.
Like F. Gary Gray, where F. Gary Gray was the director.
Yeah,
he'd just pop up in the movies, and I'd be like, nigga, why are you in the movie? Why he was the one on Friday was like, nigga, get up! It ain't even wet over there.
Right, exactly. Nah, that's perfect. He might get that from Marvel, cause what's his name? I can't think of the older guy that just passed.
I know you talking about. I know exactly. I see his face. He older.
There you go, Stan Lee. Appreciate that, Stan Lee.
Yeah.
I think that's the cool thing about, you know what I'm saying. Hey, I'm in here somewhere. You just gotta find me, like Waldo almost.
Okay, and is that your first movie you ever wrote? Or you have a bunch of ideas where you just be like, I don't scrap.
I got a bunch of ideas, but that's the first one I really just wrote down. Yeah. That's the only one I really got written down.
Okay.
And I go back every time I think of some funny shit. I go back and add to it.
Okay. Are you writing it with like writing? Because you know there's a format. Are you writing like that, or are you just penciling it right now?
So it's kind of like an outline right now. You know what I'm saying? And then I go back and fill the details in when we really about to do full production.
Okay.
Right now I'm just writing down scenes I know it'll be hilarious and like a timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean, where he starts, where he ends, somewhere in the middle, all the funny shit that happens. But you know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
He trying to get me to tell the movie.
No. Because what I'm thinking is you know, I did stand up. You know what I mean? So I know a bunch of writers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who can put it on in script format. You know what I mean for you. Or I know producers who are always looking for different ideas and scripts. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
That's what I'm trying to just see, like, where you at in the process of actually taking to somebody and be like, look, I want to sell this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
Nah, just idea written down like pages. You know what I'm saying? And I know when it comes to the film world, like, it's costly as far as budgets. So, you know, once we get there, then I'll be like, okay, it's time to do it.
Yeah.
Because I found out Ice Cube, he had been writing Friday forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until he got the time to do it. And he didn't pay him much to produce it, but it's a classic. It's probably the best one out of all the, you know, the series.
Yeah, I think 1 and 3 for me was the best. The Friday After Next.
Okay.
Those are the two I really like. Friday After Next first, and then the first Friday for me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Man, I don't know. Day made the second one a classic too, though.
Yeah, but he wasn't like he was cool in that. But I think in Friday After Next, Mike was funny as fuck in that one. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he kind of got his legs up under where the freedom where he could do him. You know what I mean?
Why y'all let the bitch?
Why you let the bitch do that?
Because I used a clip from I forgot. I used a clip from that in the studio.
I know.
Yeah. No, don't say nothing like that.
Yeah. You ever I don't know, man. I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan, and I'm just excited to see like what you got coming next. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to promote before we get out of here, man?
Man, right now, of course, self-love. It's still at the beginning, even though it's going crazy. Like, it's still at the beginning. Like, the world hasn't heard it. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting streams from everywhere, Germany, etc. But the world still hasn't heard it in a big capacity. So we still pushing that. Definitely got another project coming sometime before the year is out. Man, shout out to you for having me, bro.
For sure.
It's about to get big. It's about to get colossal around here, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what people are saying right now is just like scratching the surface. So just expect big things, bro. Expect big things. Summer coming, is heating up. You know, we're about to really light it up. So I got some more announcements I can't drop just yet, but when I do, I'll come back, you know what I'm saying, speak on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to drop this in there, man. Are you I know your business partner, your manager, KG. Are you a part of the Cosign magazine thing, or that's just strictly?
Nah, I just support.
Okay.
That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? I've been on KG, I don't know, 2012, 2011. You know what I'm saying? So I just support.
The magazine is fire too, man, by the way. Yeah.
Nah, I feel like there's nothing like it in the city or anything southern region that I've seen. So
yeah.
Big things coming for that too.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Yo, man, this has been the Tap In Podcast. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. And Jayson, man, appreciate you for coming through, man.
Thank you. I had to tap in.
Yes, right, man. This has been the Tap In Podcast. We out.
Real.